Hey guys, happy Tuesday. So you are about to take an angle assessment um, through Aware. So before you go take your angle assessment, we're going to take a couple of minutes to review the 3 TEKS that are going to be on your assessment. So this is our last day to go over angles. Tomorrow we are moving on to a new topic of conversions. So we're done with angles after today. So me and Mr. Johnson just want to see kind of what you have learned, what you have retained in your brain, to see kind of who still needs to work on what as we move forward. So if you're good with angles and you can show us that you know what you're doing, you'll be good to move forward. If you're still struggling with angles, that's okay. That's something we're going to have to circle back to. Me and Mr. Johnson will maybe pull you for some small groups. We'll let Miss Knowles or Miss Taylor know if you're in one of their math small groups, just so we kind of have a good idea of where everybody is with angles. All right, so let's review the 3 types of questions you will see on your assessment, and then you guys will take your test, okay? So let's take a look. Here is the first type of problem. Now you won't see these exact problems on your test, but you will see very similar ones. So let's take a look here. It says, which angle does not appear to measure, to have a measure of 23 degrees? So this one is special because it has this word not. So that means I'm looking for one that is not 23 degrees, just one. So that means 3 of these will be 23 degrees. So 3 of these will be 23 degrees, right? So those are not the ones I'm looking for. I'm looking for the one that's different. So let's take a look. I know it's kind of blurry, but I'll make it as clear as we can. So for a question like this, you're going to have to check each and every answer choice to find the one. I can't just do this once. I'm going to have to do it 4 times to see what the measure for each of these are. So let's take a look at this first one. All right, F, let's read the protractor. So this one starts at 0, it's nice. So I'm gonna go 0 up to 10, that's 10, 0 to 20, that's another 10, and then it looks like it goes 1, 2, 3. Yep, so 10, 10, and 3, this one is 23 degrees. So that does match, but remember I'm looking for the one that's not 23 degrees. So since that one's 23, can't be it. Let's check G. This one doesn't quite start at 0, so I'm going to have to choose a starting point. So I'm going to start here because it's exactly on this 70. I'm just going to use this as a number line. There could be no numbers on here. I could still do this. So from here to here is 10. From here to here is another 10. And then it looks like it again is about 3 right here. So 10, 10, and 3, that's 23 degrees. Okay, can't be that one. Remember, I'm looking for the one that's not 23. All right, let's check H. H starts exactly at 95. So I'm going to go 95 to 100 right here. That's 5. Now I'm going to start and go by tens. So 100 to 110 is 10. 110 to 120 right here, these numbers, that's another 10. And this looks to be about 3. So this one I have 10, 10, 5, and 3. So H right here, 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. This one looks to be about 28 degrees. Now remember, I'm looking for one that's not 23, so it's probably going to be this one. But let's check the 4th one just in case, because this one to me looks to be 28. Let's check J. This one is a little bit off too. So this one's starting in between 2 numbers, 70 and 80. So I'm going to just go from here to here, that's 5. From here to here is 10. From here to here is 5. And then it looks like it's about 3 right here. From here to here. So I have 5, 10, 20. This one is also 23 degrees. So the one that was not 23 degrees is the one that should be the correct answer. So for a problem like this, H would be the correct answer. Notice I just used all of these as a number line. I really didn't even look at the numbers on the protractors. I could have for this one because it started at 0, but if the numbers on the protractors confuse you, you honestly don't even need to look at them. Just look at the markings on the protractor and use it as a solid number line. Okay, so that's one type of question you'll see. Let's look at another type of question you'll see. This one says ray TU, that's this ray right here, has been drawn on the protractor as shown. They want you to construct or actually draw, if you were going to draw another line to form an angle that measures 85 degrees. Another ray can be drawn that starts at point T, and it would pass through which one? So it's going to give you options. Excuse me. So I'm looking for something that measures 85 degrees. So I know that's going to be an acute angle. One line is already here. The easiest way to do that is start with the ray that they give you, and we're going to count 85 degrees in one direction to see if it's there, and count 85 degrees in the other direction to see if we can find which thing matches. So let's start here at the one line it's giving us, and let's go down 85 degrees to see if it's at one of these points. And if it's not, then I'll try the other side. Okay, so let's try 85. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay, here's 80, and 85 would be right here. Now, is there a point right here? No, there's not. So, like, it's not this W one because it needs to be right here to be 85. And there's nothing right there. So it's not that W. I'm going to X that one out. I also passed this one. This V can't be that one either. So let's try this side to see if any of these stop at 85. All right, let's go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and guess what? 85. So it does line up right here, right where this R is. So this is where I would draw my other line, would be point R would match. So this from here to here is 85 degrees. They're trying to trick you by like point S right here. They put it on the 85 on the protractor, but right, they're not asking which number's on the 85 on the protractor. They're asking which one of these dots would make this an 85 degree angle. Okay, so you're going to see one like this on your test, and you'll need to use it like a number line for however many degrees it's looking for. All right, that's the second type of problem you'll see. The third type of problem you'll see will look like this. This is what we've been practicing yesterday and Friday. So let's take a look at this. So it says the measure of WXZ is 90, right? That means it's a right angle. So this whole thing right here is 90 degrees. The measure of WXY is 53. I'm going to write that in right here then. WXY, so that's this area right here, is 53 degrees. What is the measure in degrees of angle YXZ? So that's Y to X to Z. So they're looking for this space right here. Well, if I know the whole thing is 90, this part is 53, how are we going to find this missing part? It's just like part, whole, right? If the whole thing is 90, I know this part is 53. How are we going to find this missing part? We just need to subtract. So let's do 90 minus 53. Make sure you subtract correctly. You're going to have to do some regrouping, maybe. 10 minus 3 is 7. 8 minus 5 is 3. This should be 37 degrees. And then you would type your answer in, or whatever it is on your paper. Okay, so this one should be 37 degrees. All right, so those are the 3 types of problems you're going to see on your assessment today. It's a pretty short assessment. It's only 7 questions, but I need you, do you see how I showed my work? Okay, if you're here at school, you're going to get a paper copy. I want you to write all over it, just like I did here, and it will help you make a great score on your assessment, okay? Good luck. Please let Mr. Johnson and I know if you have any questions.